Hello. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. If you're like me, maybe you just don't care about football. I don't know. I'm just here picking out colors, and uh, I've got this awesome steam trunk, and I want to make it feminine and get it ready for the upcoming IOD release. It's coming up because I want to prepare some surfaces to work with here. So, hey Amanda, how are you doing? Amanda, I'm gonna make this really pretty and blend. You ready for that? um, all right, so let's see. I'm gonna put those here. I'm gonna start with pink. For some reason, I'm in a pink mood, and pink doesn't strike too often for me. So when it does strike, I must heed the call. So I'm gonna do pink. Just gonna pour some pink on here. Use all my magic skills because I should show these too. Yep, I'm gonna use my magic skills. And you hear the cat in the background? She's acting crazy. Okay. Might have some kids come running in and out. Well, not kids, young adults. All right, we're going to paint the top pink to start with. Amanda, do you watch Super Bowl or the commercials? Oh, and happy belated birthday, Amanda. I forgot to tell you that. Your wonderful husband, as you probably know by now, I'm not ruining any surprises, stopped by here and picked up, he had a list with him. And a list of things that Amanda wants. And he came over and started calling out things on the list to see what DIY things I had here at home to sell. And he was very cute. And it seems like your birthday is the day, I think your birthday is the 23rd. John's is the 22nd. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean, nope? I'm not ruining any surprises, am I? I hope I didn't ruin anything. Okay, well, hopefully I'm not ruining any surprises because that was like 5 days ago. Maybe it seems like 5 days ago. Nope to Super Bowl. Okay, phew. I was worried there. You're not a Super Bowl fan. Okay, that's good. I used to watch football back in the days of my dad was a huge Redskin fan. So back in the Joe Theismann days, the Redskins versus the Cowboys were always big games. But that was a long time ago. No, don't really care too much. So here I am painting. It's a really beautiful trunk. My daughter literally found it on the side of the road. It's another rescue. I don't know why I'm putting horizontal stripes in. It's probably my, I just want to make some horizontal stripes here. Don't know why. So anyways, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you're avoiding football for whatever reason, or if you're just here to chill and watch some pink happen, pink and blending. But anyways, yeah, I'm not spent most of the day kind of getting the house organized and cleaned up and all those things and getting ready for the week ahead. Goodbye, HM, whoever you were. Thanks for the trunk. Yeah, so trunk, side of the road. Pretty good shape, all things considered. The inside will need a little bit of help, but it looks like it's seen some places. I was going to look it up just to see, like, it looks like it's about 80 years old, and I was going to look it up to see is it an antique or worth some money? And then I was like, no, because then if I do that, I won't paint it. And this thing, I think just, it wants to be pink and maybe some boho stuff going on. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you're on the replay, do hashtag replay. Let me know where you're watching from. But I'm just kind of here painting tonight. No big super plan in mind. No big lessons or tutorials. Just hanging out with my peeps. My peeps and my paint. All right. I did not tape the side trim because I figured I could just use a baby wipe and get it off. That's what I'm gonna do. It already looks really different. The paint almost looks like pink icing on top here. I'm just gonna do a quick wipe here. How has everybody else's weekend been? Did anybody do anything courageous this weekend? Something that required some bravery? Did anybody do something that made them laugh a lot? I want to know. All right. I'm going to paint this backside here too. We're going to let this dry a little bit here and come back and do some blending. All right. What we got here? Why won't you flip over? Oh, yeah, I got this lock thing right here. Okay, that'll work. I just need to remember not to lean up against this. It's in the garage. The garage waiting for your magical touch, Amanda. Waiting for some paint, some molds, maybe some stamps. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what pink looks like up against this beaten metal part right here. Like what kind of visual juxtaposition will that present? Let's see here. I'm just painting carefully around the metal parts here. I'm gonna not sit on this today. And I got baby wipes. Gonna wipe that off. It should all come off later, even after it's dry, but that's just me being a little bit neurotic. Don't want to see any drips today. All right. I'm gonna run my brush along here. I had a steamer trunk back in the day, in the 80s, when you went to college, you would get a trunk. You put things in your trunk and bring that to college. I don't know why. It's not like we were going on a train anywhere, or much less a steamship. But all the girls in my dorm had the trunk. They had that pillow thing called a husband. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Then you could sit up in your bunk bed and do your studies or your reading. I know we've got a few watchers out there. I'd love to see where you guys are watching from. Who's out there? Who's lurking? Anybody I know? Anybody I should know? right. Look at this. W.H. Walter Hoffman. I don't know. I'm making up names. Walter, Willie, William, Wanda, Wendy. Give me some more W names. Wanda, Wendy. Girl names that start with W. I don't know. My brain's not working that way tonight. Could have been a woman's trunk, young woman's trunk. Now it's going to be pink. Doesn't necessarily, well, it's going to be pink in other colors. I want to practice some blending tonight. Whoops. Shoot. No cursing allowed. Doing my best these last few lives not to curse when I mess up. I think that might be like why I haven't been invited onto the IOD channel to do demos. Or maybe I'm just not very, I don't know, demos. I mean, doing lives always make me nervous. And then I prefer to be painting and listening to a book or to some music, but I know it's important to come on here and, paint things and chat with you all and show you how I learn along the way. So hopefully you learn too. Or you shout out suggestions. And I'm like, oh, I will try that. And I do. And then I learn that way. All right. Let's come in here a little bit closer. All right. Got that. Now we are going to, drip paint, but that's okay. Because you've been voted most likely to drop that. That's very true. That is very true. I cannot deny that. It was a great word, especially when I was getting divorced. I used that word. I used every variation of that word and then some. Always great to be ready. Can't wait to see your plan. Oh, I can't wait to see my plan either. I have an idea of what I'm going to be using this for, but it always changes. Like when the actual product ends up in your hand and you get that tactile interaction with the new thing. It's then other ideas start shooting through my head, and then plans change. But I've been a stockist now for over a year, like a year and a half now, and I'm getting used to it. Like I'm getting used to the kind of like the releases and preparing for them, because it's painting pieces, right? But it's also getting your website set up so that you're ready to go when they say go. And then getting your website set up means like coming up with descriptions, and so copywriting, and then marketing. What's my marketing plan going to be? And Google Ads. I need to figure that one out too. So there's a lot of things that stockists prepare for in the weeks ahead of a release. And in the past, I was very much caught by surprise lots of times. I think the one in August I was really ready for, and this one I'm feeling super prepared for. But it's like there's just like, oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I learned. And like every single release I've gone through with IOD, I have definitely kept up with best practices and learned my lessons and written them down and stuff like that. So we've known about this one now since December. And then we had the holidays. So I knew not much was getting done over the holidays. And then now we've got we've had lots of time to prepare, January and February, and I feel like I'm actually going to have lots of fun with this release because the products are just amazing. They will sell themselves. Google will definitely help get my name out there, but it is definitely very, what's the word? It's a big learning curve becoming a stockist. I have really enjoyed it so far. Let me get this stuff out of the way. So I want to come back up here. I think I want to blend, or maybe I should let this dry a little bit more. I'm not sure what to do. No, for the new brushes. No, Amanda. I've been pestering Debbie over at DIY about that, and she let us know, I think it was I think it's like they're supposed to be in January, but we're coming up towards the end of January. And now we were supposed to hear something early this week but it definitely sounds like it is anybody's, I'm not going to say anybody's guess because that's not true, but there was a delay along the supply chain. So no surprise there. I mean, I think that's part of our new world, right? And the brushes, we should know they should be in port sometime, I think, soon. I mean, I don't want to say any dates because who knows what could happen next. But anyways, but she did promise that as soon as they get into their little hands that they would be packing them up and sending them out. And the good news for you, Amanda, since I know where you live, as soon as it shows up on my front door, it's about a 10-minute walk to your place. But I am excited about the new brushes too. All right, so I got this pink. It's pretty dry, which is fine. Another color I've been loving is Old 57. I love that turquoisey color. I love pink and turquoise. So I'm just going to spill some on here and just see what happens. Just start kind of playing with the way the paint spills. And I don't know. I'm just kind of free-forming it tonight. Not feeling any big need to, I don't know, just kind of like the idea of painting and seeing what happens tonight. See how this blends. If it blends. Hopefully it'll blend. Oh, I know. 10 new products. I am super excited. Look, this isn't blending at all because I let it dry for too long. But, oh, look, here it is. Now it's beginning to blend. I'm going to spray it a little bit with some water, reactivate the pink paint, see what happens. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. A little bit of blending, but not much. Let's see what happens over here where the paint is still drying. I am covering up the pink. I am not blending anything. That's all right. I kind of like this, having the pink on the outside rim there. Let's see what happens down here. I'm just gonna come in here, just spray the paint, the pink paint. Give it a good wet down. Here we go. It's pretty wet though. The trunk can handle that. Okay. That is really wet. Oops. Look, I didn't drop the F-bomb. Okay, let's see here. Super wet. I almost feel like I need a paper towel here. All right. What is everybody else doing on this Sunday night? If you're not watching the football, I do miss the food. I used to, when I was living in San Francisco, I have a lot of friends, in the Filipino community, and I was dating a guy who was Filipino, and we would go to Super Bowls at somebody's house that would be Filipino, and man, the food was amazing. It was so good. Some lumpia, oxtail, all the things. All right, here we go, coming down here. So I'm getting a little bit of blending happening. And I'm gonna do, and then you can see where I put too much water and it's coming up. I'm going to take my brush here. I'm going to pick some of this back up because it's just a little bit too watery for me. I get my paper towels. Okay. You guys know about wet distressing? You probably do. But that's when the paint is still wet. You can usually use baby wipes. See what is happening? This is not a baby wipe, and it's pulling up all of it, which I don't want to do. So I think I'm going to, oh, but that looks pretty cool. All right. Let me use a baby wipe and see what happens. Yeah, it's just pulling up the paint underneath. Not necessarily a bad thing. All right. I know this looks like a mess, doesn't it? Let me come back in with my paintbrush. Let's see here. I do just want to get some of this up. Have no fear. It will always come out looking right. It is just paint. All right. There you go. Yeah, that's what it was. Blot frottage. Yeah, you know what? That does look kind of cool. All right. I gotta do this some more, Amanda. Let's see. I want to go over the brush marks for sure. Get rid of those. Okay, we need to brush that back up. Oh, I'm really liking this, Amanda. I like the dark green popping through underneath because it's like a callback to the, I'm going to come in here and do this. Okay. What do you guys think? Amanda, what do you think? What do you think about the dark green popping through? I like the pink. See, when I do that and the pink pops up and then, yeah. Kind of liking it. Am I going overboard? Let me see. Can you guys see that okay? I really like this. Okay. It's probably hard to tell from your angle. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can bring the camera in a little bit closer so you guys can see it. I'm loving the texture. I'm loving when I pull the paper towel away, some of the pink pops up and then some of the green. All right. Okay, I like it. Thank you, Amanda. All right. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should do some blue now or let this dry. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. I'm going to do the same treatment on the other side. And woo. And I'm going to do the same treatment there. Okay. All right. I don't like that. I want to kind of keep it clean. I like the frame. But I've heard painting is messy. It can be. All right, let's come here. Pull this way, like this. I'm gonna set the paper towel underneath. Got another camera going here with for a potential Instagram reel later, just like the fast forward thing I like to do. So give me a second here. I'm gonna get this other camera set up. Okay. All right, that hopefully will stay. All right, let's get this side going. Let's see, just spill a little bit along here. If you're watching me on YouTube, I give myself a little plug. Ask you to please subscribe and like. Would super appreciate that. It's one of my goals this year is to not so much reach a number, but to remember to ask people to do it. I always forget to ask. All right. Now we've got, oops, up here. Trying to think. I'm trying to tease you guys, I swear. Thinking about the new products, and I'm thinking about one of the stamps that could be background here. But I'm ultimately thinking about this for one of the transfers. But this could just work for the transfers too with the fromage effect. Okay. I don't know if I'm liking the dark middle against this, though. I don't know. Keep playing with it and see what happens. Oops. All right, come in here. Now it's time for the Amanda method. The Amanda method. I like that. Okay. I'm just going to start by doing this and see that's not really pulling up much or it's pulling up too much. But then when I mist it with my water and reactivate the paint, then I'm not pulling up lots of dry paint and going immediately to that layer underneath, I am pulling up the green first, hopefully, and then the pink. Yeah, here we go. I think I could paint this gold. I think that would look really pretty gold. Maybe copper. I'm thinking about like this metal trim here, but like it's been worn down. It's hard to tell, but like it's been worn down from travel use. So I'm kind of like want to honor that too. I don't know. Anyways, we'll keep painting. We'll see what happens. I like it. Thank you, Amanda, for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. Okay. Super pretty. I'm just loving it. I'm kind of also now imagining the boho stamp on top of this with like some dark blue paint. I got blue iris here. I'd have to let this dry a little bit first, but that could be really cool. I really love working with layers and letting different layers pop through. It's always unexpected. Like this right here is unexpected. I like not being in control and just kind of seeing what happens with the art. My day-to-day life, I really got to know what's going on and be able to control it a little bit. You know, adulting, career, stuff like that. I do have a day job, and which I love. I'm in a great place right now, and my career is really good. I'm a project manager in the tech industry. So I've done everything from like software and apps and user interface and devices. And right now, the last few years, I've been working on cybersecurity stuff. And it's always changing. And there's bad guys you gotta prepare to fight against or just like keep them out of the house, you know? I really enjoy that. Okay, I think this is really pretty. I am loving this. There's like this hard ridge down here though. I want to break that up a little bit. Okay, now I think I'm overdoing it. All right, we're gonna pop this back down. Boom. All right. We've got, what if you dry brush some copper? Yeah, I could do that. And we'll try that, I think. We got Dina. Hey, Dina. Dina and I went on an art retreat back in October and became fast friends. Dina knows her good wine. And no, hey, Dina, this is just 2 layers of paint that I'm doing. I put pink on first, and then I've been doing this other layer on top. So anyways, yeah, Dana and I Dana is very artistic herself. And her mom is extremely talented, but she hid it. She acted like she didn't know what she was doing during the retreat, Dana's mom, and was always asking questions and like, I don't know what to do next. And then I go over and I look at her art and I'm like, I am never playing poker with you, lady. And then now she's got this beautiful piece at a local gallery up in the wall. It's stunning. And I'm sitting there offering her painting advice. That's pretty funny. I was bamboozled. All right, now I'm just kind of coming along here where I let some paint come over. Just want to clean it up a little bit. All right, well, anybody have any questions? Or I can't do much else right now. I guess I could do the side. I could do one of the tops or bottoms around the handle. I'll do that, but then everything's got to dry before I move on to the next part of it. So your mom is branching out. She'll have a show. Save the date, March 1st, Friday. Oh, I can't wait, Dana. Where is she? Can you tell us where she's going to have a show? I hope it's at the gallery I'm still allowed at. Let's see here. All right. You guys can't see this. All right, let me fix my camera here. Let's see. Here we go. I can stand a little bit on this one. Legs were getting a little bit stiff. No, stay. Stay, tripod, stay. All right, so now I need a new brush because I'm going to start with pink. That's okay, because you know what? I do have lots of brushes here. All right, let's see what Dana's saying. A juxtaposition. Awesome, because I'm still allowed in there. First show at 80 years old. Oh my gosh, that gives me goosebumps. That's amazing. Dana, I do this podcast. You saw it, right? Alita was on it a couple of weeks ago. I'd love to have your mom on it and talk about her first art show at 80, because that is so inspirational. And so many women need to hear that message about having our first art show at 80. And I think that's awesome. I will be there for sure. March 3rd, Friday, March 3rd. I will be there. Yeah. That is very exciting. I'm so happy for your mom. So funny. Your mom cracks me up. You do too, Dana. But of course, you probably already knew that. All right. Now I'm painting pink. Dana, this is how I started on the other two sides. I painted a layer of pink. It's like this really light pink. My daughter found this steam trunk by the side of the road here on Camas. If you know anybody with the initials WH here in Camas, let them know. We've got their steam trunk and we're making it girly. Well, it's not going to be girly when it's done. It looks girly with the pink and the turquoise on it, but when it's done, it will not be girly. It will be something else, and I can't tell you. You guys can come back here on the day that IOD does their release and see what I have in mind for this, for sure. All right. Paint it pink. Dana, your mom, does she have her own studio? I'm not really sure, like where she paints and stuff like that. Let's see what Dana says. Love the trunk. Yeah. My daughter literally found it off of, I think, 6th Avenue. And it's been sitting in the garage for I think she found it like in the fall, and I've been meaning to do something with it, but just haven't gotten around to it. And then today I was going through my pile of stuff in the garage of things to paint, and I was like, I need to do this. This trunk was calling my name. I was saying, I don't want to be all beat up anymore. Come make me pretty. And I said, okay. I know I'm not the only person who has voices in their heads when you're painting an object. And I know that for a fact, which is good. I also tend to give them names, but I haven't come up with a name for it. Should be for name for this one should be WH, something with the initials WH. And like in her home, yes. Okay, so she paints in her home. Yeah, good for her. Yeah, I need a WH. I need people to send me some suggestions for it can be a male or female. But this is like totally giving me like I'm getting like a femme vibe from it. So it could be like the steam trunk for a my God, like somebody going and traveling around the world for the first time. Could be a steam trunk for, like what Amanda does. Like it's been a coffee table. You can use it for storage. All right. All right, so that's good. This needs to dry just a little bit. Furniture talks to us. It sure does. It sure does. The stories I've heard, Amanda. The stories I've heard. Amanda, you need to meet Dana. Amanda, you need to come with me to the gallery show for her mom. Down Juxtaposition. That'll be fun. March 3rd. Hopefully you'll be up and ready for it. But if not, I'll do a live from down there and send you pictures. Hey, that's a great idea. Doing a live from Juxtaposition and interviewing Dana's mom. Do you think she'd be up for it, Dana? I'm going to take the hearts as a yes. Ask your mom for me. Ask your mom if I can come in and interview her live, like with a camera. That would be fun. Hi, Kitty. Kitty's getting the boot from the magic studio. All right. Now this needs to dry a little bit. Okay. Would love to do that if I'm able to. Yes, I do a live there. Okay. Dana, it's been decided. Sure. She may need a glass or two of wine. Hey, me too. I'll be there. I'll bring some bubbly. She likes wine. She likes red wine. I can't remember what she was drinking at the art retreat. Yes. I don't think humble's the word. There's another word for what she does. It's like humble, but like she's very I know it's not deceitful, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like it's like she's doing it sounds awful, but it's like she's like allowing this doesn't sound awful. She's allowing space for other people to do their thing and not be like it's like she's so good. Like when you're around her, and you see, like when I saw her art, I was like, so good. And but like if I had known how good she was, I might have been intimidated. You know what I mean? But she gave people space around her to do their thing and not be intimidated by having like this amazing painter in the room with us. What is it? Oh, what is the word I'm trying to think of? I don't know. Maybe we need to make up a new word. What's your mom's first name again? Yeah, lacking confidence. No, but there was like another word. Like she just really opens up space for people to kind of like paint their thing and not. It's like there's a word for it, but I don't know what it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I need to get like an AI chat in here helping me out. Gail. I think we just need to call what she does pulling a Gail. All right, now we're going to put some of this old 57 on top. Yes, I am dipping my brush directly into the paint. That is life. Probably actually now we'll pour some on here now that I see some pink getting on my brush. Don't want to contaminate my old 57 too much. Some up here. And here, I'm thinking copper, dry brush copper for sure. Be super pretty on this. It's going to be another bold piece. Surprise, surprise. All right. Hey, kitty. All right. I think we're good here. Now we're going to do the Amanda technique. Dana, you don't like football either? Dana, I would picture you at watching Super Bowl right now. Like in a room full of food and Super Bowl and eating food and it's in 2 weeks? Oh, my husband was telling me Super Bowl is today. But it's in 2 weeks. As you can tell, we're not big into football here. And that's okay. All right. So I'm using the paper towel here and I'm just pulling some of the paint off. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, no sports for you. Really? I thought for some reason that you just kind of like seem like the kind of person who'd like put on a jersey and have a favorite team. But no offense or anything like that. That's not your thing. Hopefully you don't find that insulting. But you seem like you'd be like into that kind of thing. But then again, I don't know you that well. So something new I have discovered about Dana. All right. I love this. All right. Yeah, copper is going to be it for sure. I think. Oh, look, I'm making a mess. All right. Get up here. I guess everybody watching here, nobody's brought up that today is not Super Bowl. So I guess nobody else here really cares either. All right. I'm going to wipe off some of the mess I made here. Messy. And then I'll probably wrap up because this needs to sit and dry before I can get to other sides without making a really big mess that I don't want to clean up. And thanks everybody for spending some time with me in my studio tonight. Maybe we'll start a new thing, Sunday studio. Well, new for me at least. All right, get in here. But yeah, next week, I'll finish up the sides and I'll come back in and dry brush copper if that's the direction I decide to go in. And if I decide to do the boho stamp, maybe I'll do that live too. Unless I decide, get antsy and want to do it sooner, then I'll just go live before Sunday. How about that? Okay. All right. All right. That's it. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna work on the other sides when everything else is dry. I've got the bottom to do and a few more sides here. So that just will have to wait. But oh look, no makeup. Yay. I was trying to stay off camera. Anyways, well, thank you everybody for joining me. Hope you had some fun, laughing and learning, and I appreciate your company. Thanks a lot. So I'm gonna say bye-bye off camera, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.